Hello, hello, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you doing? I'm Candy Rodo, coming to you from New York City, and I hope you all had a lovely weekend. Today, we are gonna talk about some items that will be leaving us at the end of the month. You still can get them in the last chance list. So, most of them, because I was actually preparing some cards with one of my favorite things, which is Dainty Delights. And when I checked yesterday, after I had made the samples for you, it's no longer available. So that's going to happen. So you have to jump if you like something that you see here. Okay. So let's start. That being said, I was gonna change course and do something different, but since I'm gonna offer this card class for you, the package, I can prepare all the materials you need to make these cards. Uh, I figure, you can still get them uh, in the package. So even though they're not available anymore, I can still send you the materials you make. And this will apply for these two cards. Okay. But anyway, let's get started. And let's get started with this one. This one is actually a fun fold that we did in my team meeting yesterday. So it's just like, oh, pretty handy. And I used the Dainty Delights, which let me show you. It's super cute, but as I said, no longer available. It's a shame. I'm very happy that I have it. And when I said like we'll say goodbye to them, I mean you'll say goodbye to them because if you don't have them, you may not be able to get them after April. But if you have them, you can still use them and you can keep them like I'm gonna do with this one because I love Dainty Delights. So I don't know if I have the dice here because they're very cute. Let me go get them very quickly because I left them on my other by my cut and emboss machine. All right. They have so many dice, he said, and I love it. But anyway, I don't want to be. Okay, I throw something on the floor. Okay, well, we'll take care of it later. I don't want to make you too jealous, but if you don't have it, you cannot get it anymore. But if you have it, I can give you some ideas on how to use it. And if you have something that's similar, you can use the same idea I'm gonna share with like the card recipe. You can share it with something else. All right. I like. All right. So let me put this away. Okay. I don't know why I did this, but anyway, there it goes. All right. Let's get this out of the way because no longer available. But I already have cutouts for it, so don't you worry. So let's start with this one. This is as I said, fun fold that we did with my team yesterday. And I thought, like, well, why not? Like I have Dainty Delights out, and I was preparing stuff to show you. So that was not so hard. Look at all the flowers that I cut. All these are from Dainty Delights, in different colors and different paper. I cut some on DSP and some on cardstock. Anyway, so this opens like that. I think it's called the spanner bridge card or panel card. I don't know. So then you get this part here, and then you open for your message. You like that? I thought it was quite original. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm getting my materials. This is pretty much what you will get if you want to get the card class package, which is $20, including shipping, or you can get it for free with a purchase of $35 this month only. Okay, and you can choose this card package if you place a purchase, or you can choose the previous ones that we did in April. So check out the videos, and and you get to choose. All right, I already Heat emboss this in white so we don't have to deal with it. But let's start with first things first. All right, so you need a card base, the same like the regular card base. And then we're gonna cut it at, I think it was 1.5. Let me double check that. No, 1.25. Okay, 1.25 on this side and 1.25 on this side. So let's do that. For that, we need the handy paper trimmer. I'm gonna put this away for now because I don't want any more accidents. You should see my floor now. When I got up, I threw things on the floor. But I didn't throw them. I hit them and, Anyway, I'm gonna cut it like here in this side of the blade because it gets to the 1.25 that we need. And just do the fold, okay? And we're gonna do the same on this side, 1.25. And since I'm at the fold, I'm just gonna go the other way. So that's a cut, not too hard, right? And then we're gonna put this piece here, but we're gonna stamp it because the original left it white, but for me it's too much white, so I want to stamp it with something. We'll do that later. And then we get to put 2 strips of 1 inch by 4 on each side. And I don't know if I want to do this here or I want to do the purples here. Maybe I'll do the purples. How about that? We'll do the purples out and then we'll put the other ones in. So we get some liquid glue. I'm gonna try to go quickly because last week I spent 2 hours with you guys and you have, probably have other things to do than watching me for 2 hours. But anyway, you can always scroll if you are watching the replay. All right. So I did the purple. We don't want to confuse now things. Put one of each. And this paper is the Dainty Delight that was part of a celebration, I believe. I loved it because it matched with this beautiful set that I just showed you, the bundle. And it's directional, though. You have to be careful how you place it. So we have this, and then inside we're gonna just put 5.25 by 4. And we'll decorate it with 2 other strips. I actually decorated with other strips, my previous one, but that's because I made a mistake when I was preparing the ingredients for the mystery card project. And I didn't want to not use them. So this is what I did. See, I had cut them at 3/4. Then I cut one that was an inch and I put the 3/4 inch and it looks pretty nice, right? I mean, we could do it again, but I'm gonna stick with this now, especially because I've already glued it. Oh no, I haven't glued it. Oh, we could do that, or maybe not. Anyway, no, I decided against. Let's put this down. Oops, that's gonna be covered, so no problem with that. And we need the other strip. So this looks complicated, but it's pretty easy, as you will see. You didn't need them. You can make it with any stamp set you want and decorate it as you see fit. That's part of the beauty of what we do with the mystery projects, because we all work with the same ingredients, like basic ingredients like cardstock, but you don't know which color. Everybody picks their own color. Everybody picks their own paper. So that's fun. Okay, so where is my here? So this is the beautiful Dainty Delights stamp set. No longer available, as I told you, but I love it. So I picked this one image here. And we are gonna stamp it. We're gonna stamp it in two colors like I did here. So to do that, I have to remember where I left. Oh, here it is. My green, I think this is the green, right? Yes. It's my mossy meadow. So I'm gonna use it, do it in Blushing Bright and Mossy Meadow, these two colors. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do the whole thing in the lightest color, which is Blushing Bright. And then I'm gonna get a sponge dauber, very handy little thing. I'm using them again later, you'll see. And then I'm gonna go through all the leaves. I'm trying to see where the leaves are. Sometimes it's good to have your reference there. So I hear a leaf is there, and there's the stem and a little bit of the leaf. And here I think there's more leaves, and here as well. I'm just trying to hit them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. But, you know, certainly here in the bottom. And you're gonna hit the flowers a little bit too, but it doesn't matter, as I said. Okay. So now that we have it, I'm gonna get my cardstock. And where did I leave it? No, that's the okay. Alrighty. Give me a second because I lost my cardstock. I hope my ink won't dry. Oh, I thought I had it all out. Oh, here it is. Sorry. There you go. So you have two colors. It's simple stamping still, but you got two colors. I mean, as I see, like these got covered by the pink, but it doesn't matter. Still looks nice and two colored. I'm satisfied with that. And let me clean the stamp because I may use it later. I think it's raining again. I can't believe it. It was a sunny day. Beautiful. It looked like it was going to rain this morning, and then it cleared up in the early afternoon, and it ended up being a beautiful day. And now I can hear the rain again. We're not going to have any problem with water this year, I don't think. It's been raining like crazy. All the reservoirs are full. I wish we can share it with the places in the country where they don't get as much rain as we do, and they need some more water. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in the center like that. And that's it. And then we are gonna put this here. This is the bridge. You can put it farther up or farther down, how you see fit. But we're gonna adhere only the parts that are touching the side panels, okay? So you don't want to put adhesive all over the place. So I'm just gonna put it right there. More or less on the same side. I should have checked that. And it says, celebrate you is one of my favorite sentiments because, you know, sometimes you have to celebrate yourself. All right, and now for the fun part, you just get to decorate. You can put here a circle, a small label, a square, whatever. I chose these from Thoughtful Expressions. I love these scallopy sides, but we're gonna decorate it first with some flowers. And these are all flowers that come from Dainty Delight dies. And I may not do the same. Sorry, I hit the camera. So maybe I'll do these like this. And I cut this from DSP from, I think it's a Soulful Journey DSP. I can't remember. Now, let's see. Maybe I'll do this because I like the Black Eyed Susan kind of look. So I'm gonna put that there. I need a stem for that. See, I cut it all, but then you have to find it, and there's so many. Maybe parts of that could be, maybe this. And I certainly want this side one, but I think for this side one, I'm gonna use this time this. This. Let me see which ones have more green. This is just me being picky. I mean, really. There, yeah, I like this. So I'm gonna cut it right here. For that, I need my snips. Okay. I'm gonna try to cut it so it looks like it's not continuing. So it's the end of the branch. And I'm save this for something else. And we're gonna put that here with a little bit of liquid glue. So I need liquid glue in these leaves and a little bit on this one. I think it was this one, right? I don't remember. Little bit on the stem, little bit here. This is paper, so it's not cardstock, so it doesn't need that much to be stuck. But I remember I have to put it further up because we don't want to come it on the bottom. Maybe I'll put just a little bit on this so they stick to the label. A little bit more glue. All right. We're gonna put the Black Eyed Susan there, just with a dot of glue in the middle. And you can actually put the petals up a little bit so it has a little bit more dimension. Now I leave the center of the Black Eyed Susan, and I located one here. And I'm using my tweezers because these pieces are small. Just a little bit of glue. There we go. And now I have to decide if I want this like this, as if this was the stem. And maybe I do, but I want to cut it a little bit more. And I know it has two stems, but we're gonna put more flowers, or we can cut these stems. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Second option. Oops. We try it first before we glue. Yeah, like that. Just attaching it with some more liquid glue if it comes out. Just very little. Yeah. And we need to put more flowers on this. And because ours are very pinkish, I'm gonna put more pink flowers there. I'm gonna fold it a little bit like this So it's a little bit more dimensional, and I'm gonna put it with a glue dot. And let's see if I have more properly flowers here in my stash. Yeah, this one will work. Maybe I'll put that one. I should have put the Lazy Susan. I realize now that I have one of these that would have been better, but it's too late now. All right, so I found another of these flowers, another glue dot. This is paper. The other one was actually, it's not bad there. There. This is too big. Where's the other purple thingy? So you know, you can decorate as you see fit. I'm wasting too much time doing this, but look, I have this one. I think this one would be better for the size. Yeah, yeah. And actually, we're gonna use a little bit more branch. Yeah. See, I like to once I cut these dies, I like to shape them a little bit. So when I use the other part, it still looks nice. And I'll trim this once I put it on the cart. I'll see where I have to cut. I wonder where everybody is tonight. Well, I'm talking to myself or to you when you catch the replay. As many of you do, as I know, because you tell me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave these leaves here. There. And then we're gonna put this one there. I can hear the thunder. Not the thunder from down under, the thunder from the storm. I'm looking for there. The center of the flower. Not even with the. Oh, there we go. I think that looks cute. Don't you think? All right. So let's see where we're gonna put this. This will be a first card. We're gonna put my other stems for other cards, and look how many cutouts I have now. I could have used this one. That was cute too. Oh well, so many choices. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Thank you for joining. So we're gonna attach this here. I think I put a little bit of glue outside. Well, this is gonna go here, so it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna attach it only to the side panel, not to the center panel. So very important, to the bridge and the side panel. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue here for the side panel and a little bit of glue here, just a little. And once we have it where we want it, like now, we're gonna cut this stem. It was too long. And that's how it looks. That's our card. I'm using Dainty Delights, which unfortunately is no longer available. It was when I was preparing these cards, but no longer. So I was explaining at the beginning of the video that I was thinking maybe I'll show something else, but you know what? Some people may have this set, and some people, since I'm offering the class package of these, I'm gonna include these materials in it. So if people wanna play with some of these flowers or something, that they will be included in the class package, as it will be a little bit of a ribbon. So I'm just gonna put the ribbon goes, oh, sorry, around here. Let me see if I can actually make a nice bow on camera. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, Joanne. I do like this fan fold. That's another reason why I wanted to show it, because you can apply it to many other sets, many flower sets. We know we have so many flower sets. Oh, something else. Doesn't have to be flowers. Let's see how we do this. If I cut enough ribbon. It's always my fear. Did I cut enough ribbon? Let's see, one. Okay, I'm gonna do it my regular way. Oh, there. Is it tight enough? I think so. Just play with it a little bit until it's how you like it. And I'm gonna put it more to the side. If you want, what I did in mine, I put a little piece. Let's do it. I put a little piece of Terran tape to hold it together, and that's it. Just tuck it underneath, and then take the peeling off. It's hard for me to see with the camera right here on my nose, but I finally managed. So I think this is not tight enough. I'm gonna try to tie it a little bit tighter, but you get the idea otherwise, right? I love this ribbon. It makes nice bows. There you go. Much nicer. All right. So this is the first. Oh, no. We need embellishments. And I'm using the iridescent rhinestones. We're going to put one here. And I put them on the here. On the bridge. But I think I'm going to put a couple here as well. Just make it shine. Right. All right. So this is our first card. I hope you like it. It uses Dainty Delight. So my second card was also gonna use Dainty Delight, because my idea was gonna be like, I'll make 2 cards with each set, and I do like so many sets. But anyway, since I saw that the Dainty Delights is no longer available, I'm thinking that we can do this second card with another set that is also one of my favorites. And that's the funny thing. I don't understand what's the thinking behind it, but only half of the suite is going away, and the other half is continuing, which is like, that's weird. But anyway, where am I going to put this so I don't make a mess? Okay. So this is the one, same idea about the stamp of Dainty Delight, Celebrate You, which I love the sentiment. But I figure, like, let's make it with something else. And the other part of the suite that's leaving is the nature notes. It's this one. Let me see. this is going away. Notes of nature, and this was a super sweet, with lovely and sweet, and the paper and the ribbon, which is like really cute. It's this full leather ribbon with gold. I love it. And it's in discounted now in the last chance list. I highly recommend it. So anyway, so I thought, so this is staying, this set, very cute, but this is going. And it has my happy birthday. Today's all about you, happy birthday. I love that sentiment. And look at how cute the dice are. They're also going. So cute. I love this. Makes like a whole, how you call it? Pattern, border. And then it has the little leaves here. These are very cute. And then these cuts, of course, the images from here. So this is simple stamping. So let's go, let's make one with this paper from the Lovely and Sweet. I don't know how the paper is called. I don't think it's called Lovely and Sweet. It's called, and I think, I don't know if it's getting discontinued or not. Nope. Here it is. Nature Sweetness. That's what it's called. Nature Sweetness. So let's start, like, instead of doing this card, same idea, same recipe, we're going to use this paper and the stamp from Notes of Nature. All right, so let me start. We won't need this. This one was Dainty Delight, so I'm going to save this for something else. So I'm thinking, because I want to use this sentiment that I like, today is all about you, happy birthday. I think that I'm going to make it horizontal. I mean, the recipe is the recipe, right? You can change it as you want. So that's what I'm going to do. We get a clean block, and that's another thing that was going to get discontinued, some of the blocks. And they're all gone already. Not surprising either. Because wild wheat looks to me very much like gold, I'm gonna use wild wheat to stamp. Maybe I want. I'm torn now. I have pecan pie as well, or yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Doing horizontal, I'm stamping the message first. I'm almost not in camera. There you go. It will dry lighter, as you know. And now we're gonna get some, let me see if I have more little blocks. Some of the greenery from this set as well. I'm just gonna we're cleaning and putting things on their place, because otherwise I get too many things outside. All right, so this goes back on, okay. And then we're gonna grab this one, and this one. And I'm totally improvising now, so bear with me. I'm gonna wonder if I should put it like that. Maybe like that. And I'm gonna use, I want it pretty much monochromatic like this was. So I'm just gonna use wild wheat for the other one, and for these leaves I'm gonna use, maybe I'll do the other way around. No, I'm gonna use wild wheat for the little flowers and this for the leaves. I wonder if I could stamp this on top of it. Let's see. All right. Maybe I'll do one partial leaves here so they don't look all matchy. All right. It's not exactly the same look, but I want to kind of mimic what I'm going to put underneath, which is this. I think that looks nice. So we're just going to grab this. Not yet, actually, because we're going to put a little bit. And this is thick. This is like for suede, so I don't know how it's going to take it, but we'll see. I'm not going to wrap it around like I did in this one. So I'm just going to put a piece of this and adhere it with the tape. Yeah. This will look nice. I love this ribbon, whatever, trim. Not exactly a ribbon, but it's nice and sturdy, and I think it's great for boxes, and it's really cute. Gonna put this down and make sure that I am straight before I put the other one out. Down. So this original card, this one, was a challenge for simple stamping, and I'm usually don't do simple stamping. I do something more elaborate most of the time. I'm gonna put dimensionals here. My original card was glued directly on, but because this is thick, I think we need dimensionals, right? So anyway, so that was my take. I'm gonna leave this with the backing. But I'm thinking that it can be like all my recipes that I'm giving you, everything can be used with another set that you may have, or that is available still. This I checked this morning and they were available. Now I don't know if they are. I mean, this is the danger of the last chance list. You may prepare, and then nothing may be available anymore. Remove the backings. We should have put that. Let's see. Where is the opening? It's not the first time that I put my thing upside down. I need to see it straight. Center. More or less. And this is gonna go here, also dimensional. So it's not super tight, the ribbon, because this ribbon would have that. But we're gonna put dimensionals on the corners here. Use every part of the dimensionals like any good crafter would do. Use everything till the end, right? No wasting. Hi, Deborah. Good evening. How are you? I was just talking about how I prepared this card, the original with Dainty Delights, and it's no longer available. So we're improvising here. All right. So it's a very simple card, and we can just put some embellishments. This is my original, but we put some golden embellishments if I can find some here. Actually, I have these here. I don't know where they come from, but I think they're wild wheat, so they kind of go with the color scheme. Just very simple, okay? And it uses the notes of nature that is going to go away that coordinates with lovely and sweet. So for inside, maybe I'll just do this one for the inside card, which is from the suite that it will still be available. I don't understand why half of the suite goes and half the suite stays. But anyway, if you like it, get it while it's still around. I'm trying to make room because I feel like I have no room today. Like my space is shrunk. So let me grab the vanilla stamp. And by the way, I didn't show you, but look at this suite. Has the most adorable dies as well. Very, very cute. I want it all together. So, my advice would be if you like it, get Notes of Nature as well. So we get the vanilla and we're gonna stamp it on what wild wheat. Yeah. I was thinking like, see, now that it's dried, it looks more goldenish, the wild wheat, so I think it goes well with the gold. Thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you like it. Oh, no problem. You didn't miss much. Deborah saying that she forgot about getting on. and the first card actually is the one that we did in the team meeting yesterday. So I'll show it in a second. The first card was this one that we did in the team meeting yesterday. So you already saw that and you know how it's done. All right. And this one is totally improvised because Dainty Delight is gone. And I want to show you something that is not gone. All right. For a second, I thought I glued it upside down again. Oh, see, I'm running out of space and we're going to have an accident. All right. So my purpose today was not to spend 2 hours like last week because that was too much. And we have 4 people, so we need 2 more people for the raffle. All right, so this is our card. It's supposed to be in golden tones and with the pink because that's what I had prepared for this one. But anyway, as you can see, you can apply to any cardstock that you want, any color that you want, any stamp set that you want. And as Joanne and I were talking before, just because they're going, you don't have to say goodbye. If you get them in time, you can keep these favorites. And I'm going to keep certainly Notes of Nature and certainly Dainty Delights. They're really 2 of my favorite things from the catalogs that are going. So let me clean this up and make room because we need to show other things now. And we're going to move to Petal Park, another thing that is living partially. So the punch, I don't think it's living, but the stamp set is. I think if you like the punch, you need the stamp set. And the other thing that's living as well is, this is Notes of Nature. Petal Park, I mean. The other thing that is leaving as well is the Countryside Inn. I love that suite, especially the paper. I have very little left. But anyway, I managed to make some cards to show you. Just let me quickly clear these out of here so we have room for new things. So my two next cards combine Petal Park with the Country Suite Inn. Well, one of them does. The other one is all country corners and the Country Suite Inn. Countryside Inn, sorry. All right. Okay, I'm almost done. I promised. Just need the blocks available, right? And I left this one out. That's Dainty Delights. Sorry that I'm taking time here cleaning up. But when you have a TV tray as your craft space, you do what you can. And that means using and putting away, using and putting away. All right. Now, where were we? Petal Park. And the bundle was with the Petal Park Builder Punch. I believe this still continues. I saw it this morning. But this one is going to retiring soon. So, I mean, really, you need it. If you have the punch, you may want to have the flowers to go with it. So for this card, actually, well, okay, let's do that one. I have these two. So I was working and it's not finished because I want to put some more flowers and I want to put some trim. I was working on this wedding card. And I thought that we could make it with the Country Suite Inn paper. So let's start that. This is going to be a slightly more complicated card. So let me take this out of here. For now, I have the flowers already pre-cut. I promise you, because otherwise we'll be here all night. Well, just because I want it a lot. Not necessarily. Not complicated. So this is like the basis of this card. And actually, when I saw that online, I can't remember because it was from somebody from a few years ago. The measurements were 6x8, the cardstock, and the two pieces of 6x8. But I modified because then it doesn't fit in an envelope. So you have to create your own envelope. And I didn't want to, I mean, for the wedding, I'll do it. But for a regular card, I didn't want to do that. So I just tried before coming live to do it. It's a cascade card. And I just tried to do it with 5.5x8 cardstock. And it does work. So we're going to go with that. Okay. So let me show you how it's done from the start. So you get the two pieces of 5.5x8. Then you need your trimmer here. I need space on my table for the trimmer. And I really loved this. This I thought it was very original and effective while not too complicated. So this is 5.5x8, right? So we're gonna get a pencil and we're gonna mark on the side the 3 mark, right? Now we're gonna put the 3 mark here in our gutter and the corner. So we're gonna take all this triangle out of here. Okay, then you save this paper because you can punch flowers out of it or do labels or something else. And now you have a piece like that. Actually, you have two because I already pre-cut the other one, so we don't have to do that twice. So we're gonna score it at 2, 4, and 6. So every 2 inches. All right. Just a scoring blade. 2, 4, and 6, which is all the way there. And same with the other. Two, 4, and 6. It looks very complicated, but it's not. I promise. So now we have it at 6. Let's leave it at that. Separate a little bit. Well, we don't need to separate. And we're gonna cut this side from the bottom, which is like this, the straight, not the diagonal line, to more or less that's half. You don't have to measure it. You just have to go like this. And then we're gonna put the 4 cut also. No, the 4 cut, no, the 2, like, sorry. The first cut from the longer side and the first fold. The middle one doesn't require any cutting. And you cut that from the bottom, right? To more or less half. And then we're gonna get the other one. We scored it already. But this one, we're gonna cut from the top. At the 6 mark, more or less to half. Or you can adjust it if it doesn't fold properly. And the 2 fold. Not the 4, not the middle one. Okay, and then this one we're cutting from the top. One from the bottom, one from the top. All right, so now that we have that, get this away. We fold it like this, accordion-like, right? And we have a piece like that. And now we do the same with the other one. Accordion-like. And we have a piece like that. That actually the other way. Sorry. The other way, the other way. Because the ideal thing that needs to happen. Okay, maybe I did. No, I did the right way to begin with. Or not. I don't know. But anyway, we can fold it when it's put together. I've only done this one, so yes. So this has to go like that and have like the little house shape. Then this one go like this. Okay. Like this, right? So it has to go like this. So now we have to put these two. This is like the complicated part, which is not that complicated. You just have to put both at the same time, and then you fold them so they meet. There we go. All right. And so in the middle, you get a rhombus, so to speak. You open this in the back, and it's like that. Right? So now we have to decorate it. But of course, to decorate it, it's better to decorate it when it's not put together. So let's mark here where we're going to put paper. We're going to put paper here and paper here. It's just because at least I'm a visual person. I need to know. I'm going to put this one here. Once you open it up, you won't know how it goes. So, and I want some paper here because this is going to be seen. And then on the back part. Okay. So now we take it apart away again. We'll put it together later. And now I know I need paper here and here and here and here. Okay. So I have strips of paper. And the important thing is that, for me at least, is that every two go together. It's the same paper. So this has to be the same. So you have to put the same kind of paper here. Or you can do it all with the same paper too. But I like the combination. And that's why our papers coordinate so well that it's a shame otherwise. So we're going to put this one here, and we have to trim it. Let's see how much we have to trim. So ideally, this would be, the top would be almost 3.5. I can't remember. But anyway, I did it by like eyeing it, to be honest. So I'm going to cut it like this, a little bit more, because what you want is to move this up, then make a line there, and then cut the line and move it down again. So I want it, let's see. I want this cut at, I would say 3.25. Okay, let's see if I'm not wrong. Let's do the first 3.25. Actually, I'll cut them both 3.25. Let me grab the other one, like this one. As I said, I've only done this one, so bear with me as we get it together. And if you want to cut the paper at the same time, you have to put them face together, like opposite, not one on top of the other, but either sandwiched together. And we're gonna cut it at 2.5. And what did I say? 3.25. Let's see if that works. If not, I have more paper. I'm gonna save this. So yes, because now we're gonna do this, and we're gonna mark this with a pencil. And then, because they're sandwiched together, if I put them like this, they should work. And I'm gonna cut them. I can do the trimmer, right? No, I'm gonna do with scissors. Just have to make sure that the paper is lined up. I'm gonna do my big scissors for this. Okay. And now we're gonna put them where they belong. One here and the other one there. All right? And that's how we're gonna do it every piece. So this is a little bit more elaborate card, but it's not hard once you get. It worked. Yay. And this goes in the cross of the other one. See why it's important that we put the crosses? Because you don't want to, put it on the other side. Once you open it up, at least my spatial memory, visual memory is not that trustworthy. And then we're gonna do the same with the next, but there, of course, it's taller, so we have to cut a taller strip. Do I want this here? No, I want actually maybe this. Yes. So let me measure it. I'm gonna move it like that. Actually, I can cut it like this. We don't even need the trimmer. I'll cut the other one as well. I don't know how long it is. I can tell you if you want. I should have measured all my other thingies. It's almost 4. Yeah, it's 4. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move it because I want this border right here. So it's like 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna move it up another 1/8 of an inch. Grab it like that, turn it around, get my pencil. And cut it. And grabbing my other paper. There. And hopefully I did the right thing. And I did. Yay! This side is very nice too, but we're gonna use it later. One and the other one on this side. Five people watching. We need one more person. Come on, tell your friends. One more person and we'll do a raffle. All right. And now we're gonna do the whitish paper again, and then we'll do the more bluish paper. So for this one, I need, this actually, I cut it to whites. Should be 1 3/4, I forgot to say, and this is 2. So I don't think it was properly trimmed. I'm gonna trim off camera because I don't have space out there. Okay. Now it's 1 3/4. And this is the countryside in paper. Actually, we can not trim it twice. We can just do that. Sandwich them. And cut them like this. There, and save this. And I should save this as well. And this. Just want to make room. I know. Okay. So this is the third panel. That's a little taller. And where did I mark it? Right there. And this we want, of course, we want this. This came a little shorter, but that's okay. This is gonna be the interior one, so you don't see that much of it. Just see the top. All right. And go, we put the crosses, right? And on this one. Yeah. Thank you, Deborah, for sharing. All right, and now for the last panel, we get this one here. I'm turning around, I'm using my pencil. And then we sandwich them together. And we cut, and I can barely see the line for this one. All right. Voila. This one goes here. Then we'll put it together again and see how we like it. And remember, I don't think I cut the label. I cut the label, but anyway. It's very quilty, this paper, I think, right? The designs. All right. So let's see how we did. And then, so now it's easier to put it together because we know that this goes like that. This stays like that, and then these two will get crossed like this. I think it's better to put them not one and the other, but kind of putting them both at the same time. Yes. Oh, come on. There we go. Like this. The rhombus in the middle, and then we open. And this is how it looks. Isn't it pretty? And it stands up. And that's what it's called a cascade card. And now all we have to do is decorate. And let me see if I have one. And thankfully I do have. A thing for the sentiment here. And this is going to be wobbly until you attach a label or a sentiment here. So, or a decoration. So I don't know what sentiment I'm going to put. But I have my beloved, another one that's going away. My beloved go-to greeting. So I'm sure we can find something. I think a happy birthday would be a nice one. The medium happy birthday. That's what I like about this set. You can find sentiments to fit in every size. And boho blue, balmy blue, or misty moonlight. I'm gonna go for misty moonlight because I want it to be well seen. This again is from the Thoughtful Expressions set. I think I want it like that so I can. There you go. Perfect. Look how nice and classy, isn't it? I love go-to greetings. You know that because I use it all the time. It's always near me because not all the stamps have all the sentiments that you want, but this one has a little bit of everything. So I'm just gonna glue it down as is. Make sure that your card is how you want it, so the panels are matching. If you have to make any adjustments because you didn't cut all the way to the middle, you can always trim it a little bit with a little bit more, cut it a little bit more with your snips. But usually going to the center works. All right. I don't want to be spending a lot of time decorating this, but I'm using Petal Park, as I told you. So I've already pre-cut and punched many of these in Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, and Misty Moonlight, which are the colors of the suite. And I've already shaped some of them, but I'm going to show you how I did it with one of each so you can see. So Boho Blue, I think was this one. I have to try here. I think this is Boho Blue because you don't want to mess up your ink pads by pressing some other color. So I did Boho Blue in white here, but then I did Boho Blue in Boho Blue, which now that I put the ink, it's hard to tell the difference, the Misty Moonlight, because I sponged all of them. So let's sponge in Boho Blue, this little one that's stamped in white. And it works very well with the white ones because then you don't see the little white edge around it. The punch is fun. Actually, I should do one so you could see how it works in case you haven't seen it. The only thing is that it's very hard. Well, I think it's pretty much impossible to punch the leaf at the same time as the flowers. So you have to stamp. Let's do Boho Blue again. Stamp the flowers. That's what I said. You need the stamp if you want. Okay, get a piece of this. And how it works better is to put, organically I would go like, oh, put this one in the corner and do the corner like this. But then to put the paper, you have to fit from this part. So it actually goes the other way. So I'm just going to do like this. I should have used my mat, but I have enough papers underneath to have a little bit of anyway. Then we open this and you have to do it upside down so you see where they line up. And it's hard to make them all line up, not super hard, but I find that if you press a little bit but not all the way, so your paper doesn't wiggle so much, you can just make little adjustments. I think we're pretty good right there. And then you can turn it down and cut it. And here we have 3 more flowers. And my recommendation for the leaf then is just get a strip of paper, the cardstock that you want. And where's the leaf? We're gonna stamp this one in. Misty Moonlight. Oops. And we're gonna go like this. And this way, because you have a long strip, you can actually put it where you want it, right there. And it's gonna destroy a little bit unless you do it perfectly, and you can do it from this side. Not destroy, but it's gonna eat a little bit of paper around it. That's why I'm using strips. So anyway, so this is how it works. Okay. Love this punch. I'm not gonna part with it, as we were discussing with Joanne and I before this live. Just because they're going away doesn't mean that you cannot use them. So, but of course, to use them, you have to have them. So if you want them, act now if you don't have them already. So let's say that I've sponged these. I'm gonna save these because they're not sponged. I sponge this, and then I'm grabbing my Take Your Pick tool and my mat, my foam mat, and I'm just pressing down in the middle where the center is. And then I'm gonna put it in my hand and just gonna fold it a little bit more. Can you tell what I'm doing? For the little ones, this works fine. For the bigger ones, the bigger flowers, you may need to do a little bit more work. And then let me grab the little flower. I'm gonna get these balmy blue ones going. Let's take this off here because it's distracting, at least to me. So here's my balmy blue sponge dauber that I've been using. And we just grab ink and sponge a little bit the edges. I have to say which with balmy blue is the least noticeable, but see the sponge and not sponge. If you put it next to each other, you'll see. I'm gonna do all of them since I'm at it. This one was a little bit more off center, but I'm still gonna use it because I'm gonna fold it. Nobody's gonna notice. So I don't mind. All right. So for the bigger flowers, you can do the same that we did. Where's my mat? Here. To begin with. Because that raises a little bit, you see? And then now I'm just giving it, pushing it up, curling out and pushing up as you want. I mean, they don't all have to be the same. I'm trying to give them variation, and then you can end up putting it in the middle like that. That's why I like the stylus edge of my take your pick tool and look something like that. And then for the big one, same, but the center is bigger. So I'm just going circle first. And it already wants to raise up the petals a little bit. See, you can actually do this as well. And end up a little bit like that in your hand. And break some of the fibers by curling with your foam folder. All right. As much or as little as you want. And you can put them flat too. It doesn't matter. I like a little bit of dimensionality. Now for my leaves, I did two things. I actually score in the middle like that. You can do it also with your stylus thing, like the center vein kind of thing. And then you can curl it. You can curl it not straight, so they're all like a little different. You can push this together. Then when we attach it, you can have a little bit of three-dimensionality. All right, so let's start gluing these babies. Oh, where's my here? Because I didn't want to spend that much time, but look, time flies. Huh? Thankfully, my last card is very easy. Sorry, I needed a drink. Been talking too much. So let's grab all our flowers and see what we like. So I'm gonna put one here, and it's, you know, this is how you like it, how you're feeling it. I want different colors together. And I want a little one there. There's a little one in another color. Let's see. Balmy blue, maybe. Little bit in balmy blue. And a couple of leaves here and there. And one of these. Yeah, I think that's nice. I'm gonna put something down here. Maybe now I want something that stands out more. Maybe one of these in Boho blue. I'm going fast because, as I said, I don't want to be here all night. No, I don't want that one. Something like that. It looks nice, I think. Now, the beautiful thing about the cascade is that you can put things like popping up here. Actually, we can put some in dimensionals too, but I don't think we need it because we made them stand out on their own. Plus, it'll be harder to fall into a flat envelope, and this already has a lot of. This may require extra postage. Should have used another color there. Well, you can still save this for another one. I'm gonna get a boho blue or a misty moonlight. Leave right there. And one of these here. And we need something, a variation there. This is gonna open like this, so it needs to open there. We're gonna put that one there. So you also want to see a little bit of the paper, so you don't want all of them like that. You can put here, or you can put there, or you can put in both places. This is just decoration as you see fit. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put. No, I'm not feeling this one. Okay. This one. I'm gonna put this one back here with the leaf right there, and then I want a medium one. Coming back here. And darker one here. And just a little one there. And just careful not to put too much here because you wanted to make it fit in your envelope. Maybe down there. Because there's room here. The card would finish here. So here we have room to explore if you want. And then I'm going to put just a little one there with a leaf. Oh, I think I didn't get the glue dot there. So what do you think? They look cute, right? So this is the cascade card. And then the recipient will open it. Oh, and by the way, we have to put the back, and I forgot, and I don't have cardstock, do I? Okay, let me see. We can make it work with this. No. Okay. We need to cut this at once you put the cardstock in the back, it's 3.5 by 4.5. I guess 3.5 by 4.5. Cutting it off camera again. Sorry. There we go. That looks good. And we can decorate this not with a dimensional one, but maybe we can put, oh, we can stamp it. Yeah, let's just stamp it. Easy. I'm gonna stamp it in Misty Moonlight. Since we're showing the stamp set that is on the last chance list, at least it was earlier today. Oops. And I'm gonna put these ones in the corner. And we can stamp the little leaf in another corner. Let's do 5, right? Partial. So that's the back of our card. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this one because it's getting stuck because I put the. Okay, where do we want it? If anywhere. There. In the corner. So now we're gonna put this in the back so we can write our message. And how do you like this card so far? Takes a little bit longer to put together, but I think it has a little bit of wow factor for whoever receives it. I should have made that into a Mother's Day card actually, because it's very Mother's Day. Oh well, I'll make another one. All right, so this is our card, and you can put embellishments right here. Let me see if I have. I wish I had. Well, we can put some of these in the center, not of all the flowers, because we put so many flowers that it would be overkill, but some of them at least. Maybe the big ones. The big ones are gonna get a big one of these. Then one there. And one there. A little bit of shine. Okay. I really love this fold. I'm sorry it doesn't show very well because once and it stands out, it stands up, stands out, it stands up a little bit of everything. And you know, you can, and it would fit in an envelope. Let's try that. Yay, see? This is my envelope and it will fit in it. I'm glad you love it, Deb. There we go. It's a little thicker, so you may need extra postage, but I think it has the wow factor. All right, so let's go for the very last card of the evening, and it's an easy one, I think, if I can find it. Where the heck did I put it? I showed him at the beginning of the live. Oh well. This is so funny. Well, I don't have my model. I don't know where it went. Probably on the floor. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. So this is the last card. It uses the embossing folder of Countryside Inn, Countryside Blossoms. It's a very nice embossing folder. It's not a 3D embossing folder, but it's very nice. And it uses the Countryside Inn paper, and it uses the Countryside Corners thingy hexagons. Let me show you how this goes. So this is one stamp, right? So when you stamp, you get, oh, and of course, coordinated with a paper pumpkin. So I store the paper pumpkin stamps with this. So this is one stamp. So when you stamp it, you get something like this. And then you have all these dies to cut pieces of it. So this would be perfect for a label, or this one would cut a little bit of the design around this. Like, and then if you do two at the same time, you cut this, right? For instance, this. To cut this piece, I used this. This magnetic sheet is really strong. I use this one, and then I use the smaller one for the center. And then you have to line them up really well to cut the design. All right. But thankfully, I've already done that. Because, you know, I put this, which is where the stamps come from usually. The photopolymer stamps, and I use it to protect, because I like to keep the dies, the feet in the same case, so I have all together, and then this protects the stamp from actually getting damaged. All right, so let's put, oh, I left this outside. Let's put this together and let's call it a day. And I'm sorry we didn't get to 6 again. Oh, since the day I promised I would do that, it hasn't happened. It had happened all the days before that, but well, Murphy's Law, right? All right. So I've already embossed this, and look how nice the embossing folder is. Isn't it nice? I love it. I don't know if it's directional or not because it's kind of floral geometrical. I'm going to put it like this. So these flowers are looking up. I'm using, this is boho blue. I'm using a misty moonlight, and they're the colors of the DSP. So I'm not straying too far from it. And this paper that I love so much, of which I have so little left, because some of them has little animals. This one has like these little doves, and another one has foxes, another one has rabbits. This you can earn if you're a demonstrator. Are you better your best in April, which means that you have to make $1 more than what you made last April. Then you get it in pink, which is really, really cute. Very tempting. I don't know if it's gonna happen for me, but I wish I had, but I don't think it will. So, all right. So I'm attaching that. Oh no, I should have put the ribbon first. Oh man. Oh, let me see if I can still pull it out. Just a little bit so I can tuck the ribbon in there. There. The ribbon is also in the last chance list, and it's called braided Misty Moonlight braided ribbon or something like that. Actually, I can tell you because it will say it here. It says inner braid ribbon. Okay, and it's in Misty Moonlight. So for usually I would do it like this, but this time I wanted to do something different and I wanted to tuck it vertically this time. I'm using my regular scissors because this is gonna be not seen, so I don't care if they don't cut exceptionally well. I'm gonna put this like this. And now it has glue, so it would stay. Otherwise, I would do it with stamp and seal. Now I have to make sure that it's okay. Maybe I should. Okay. Sorry, I should have done that before. Okay, I'm trying to. It's still tacky the glue, so it will glue it again. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of tear and tape right there. So if it's seen, it will be covered by my label, just to attach it a little bit more. All right. Get rid of this. Put this where it belongs. I can put a little bit more glue in the corners because I ripped it off, so but it doesn't matter. If you want to put glue to something that's already glued, I'm sure you guys know that. But you can grab a piece of paper or cardstock. And this I went in my garbage there. Paper garbage. And just put some glue there. And just pass it under. And that's it. Same with the corner. It's a little wibbly, the ribbon, but it doesn't matter because we're going to put something on top of it. So what I did is I cut this stitched from one of the hexagons there, and we're going to put this like so. So I'm going to put a little bit, let me grab my silicone mat not to make too much of a mess. As you can see, I had already tried. And sometimes if it's not cut properly, they're hard to line up the hexagons. But anyway, so we are gonna put this like that. And I'll cut the corners with my snips. How pretty. It's such a cute paper. I love it. That's why I'm so tempted by that pink paper. But that you can only do if you're a demonstrator. If you're a new demonstrator, you have to sell or buy $300 in April to qualify. All right. That done. We put dimensionals here. Oh, this has a little bit of glue. Oh, well. Dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? I think oh, here we have some left. One. Let me cut. I'm gonna put 6 pieces. 5. That wasn't cut. Sorry. There. It's a little crooked, Candy. Right, I think I didn't trim this all the way, but now I did. And then I hit emboss with white this happy birthday here, and we're gonna put a glue dot here, or a little bit of just glue, not even a glue dot, just a little bit of glue here, and a dimensional on the other side. Because this is undimensional, so that's why it needs the difference, you know, right there. Make sure that is straight. There we go. And if we want to embellish it, we can put some rhinestones, or I ran out, unfortunately, I ran out of the in color dots from the last year's in colors, which had boho blue, and it would have been good for that. But you know, for now, I'm just gonna put these ones because the ones I have right here. I'm just gonna put 1, 2, and a little one there. Well, one, and no, I don't want it inside. Yes, just something like that. For the inside, as I said, this was an easy card. I just decorated with a piece that I had left of the same paper. Take this away from here. I keep hitting the camera. I'm sorry, because I told you, I think I've explained that my setup now is a little different. And I cannot zoom in, so I have to put the camera really close so you don't see my floors. And you just get to see what I'm doing here on the table. Thing works fine. It's just that the camera is like really close to the table, so I hit it all the time. I should have put the paper before I glued this, but I didn't. So I'm gonna do it right now. So let's recap what we used today. We used Countryside Inn, which is still available in the last chance list, the whole suite. And this is the finished card, okay? This one, it was my sample card. Let's put all together what we've made. The Cascade card that I really, really love. They were using Petal Park there, as well as the Countryside Inn designer series paper, and it's so cute. You can see, like, even inside this card is cute. Honestly, I think I'm gonna make more of this. And then we use the Notes of Nature for this simple card, and with the matching paper. The original had Dainty Delight, which is gone. And then we did the special fold with Dainty Delight as well. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you are interested in getting the class package, let me know. It's $20, and I'll send you all the materials pre-cut and all the papers, all the cardstock to make all these 4 cards. or it's free with a $35 purchase on my store. All right, so I'll see you next week, next Sunday. We don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy you like them all. It could be more favorite things, or it could be maybe the new in colors. We'll see. Or if I get the paper pumpkin on time, we'll do alternatives for paper pumpkin. But anyway, I'll let you know what I decide. Okay. So in the meantime, have a very nice week. Enjoy and enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you as always for joining. Bye.